Welcome to Financial Education Services, or for short, FES. Here we're going to spend some time walking you through a detailed and informative corporate overview, really to determine whether this is a good fit for you as a part-time or full-time career opportunity, and to see if you're the right fit for our company as well. And at the very least, you'll gain a clear understanding of what we do and how we're impacting many people's lives with all of the essential services we offer, as well as ultimately providing you and your family with the peace of mind you deserve. I think we would all agree that today's realities are filled with many uncertainties. This has been the toughest financial era since the Great Depression, hasn't it? Average U.S. debt is over $16,000 excluding mortgages. More than 1 in 4 Americans have no savings. 49% have no retirement. Only 18% of those people know they are on track to reach their income goal in retirement. 65% of the people have no will. 82% have no trust. 71% have no power of attorney. Every 3 seconds an identity is stolen, and about 43 million people have a 599 credit score or lower. So think about it. How many people do not have their personal and financial affairs in order? Wouldn't you say most people? How many people have less than perfect credit, do not protect their identity, have debt and no idea how to pay it off, do not have life insurance, do not have all of their important personal and financial information organized and easily available for loved ones in case of an emergency? They don't have a will, trust, and power of attorney, leaving their family totally unprotected. So the question is, should people have these things? And I think we all know the answer to that. So the question is then, why don't they? And it's really one simple thing. It's a lack of financial education. You see, wouldn't we agree that most of us did not have a financial education growing up, that we didn't have this in our formal education, that we didn't go to school and have classes on balancing a checkbook per se or understanding the importance of credit? Why didn't we? We all have to scratch our heads on that one. But that's exactly what Financial Education Services is about. You see, we provide the education we all needed a long time ago. In addition to that, we provide the products and services that will protect your identity, credit, family, finances, and ultimately your future. And in doing so, we provide lucrative and promising career opportunities. The company is very, very solid. It was founded in 2004 by 2 gentlemen, Mike Toloff and Paramount Nyack. They both have a lot of experience in the financial industry. We're headquartered out of Farmington Hills, Michigan. We've done over $50 million in sales. We're a debt-free company. And one of the most impressive things is the fact that we have the same key executives in place since the company's inception. Now let's move on to talk about our products and services. Let's start with our core product, credit restoration. I hope you realize that today your credit score is like a vital sign. It's being monitored at all times. About 25% of the population has a 599 credit score or below, and over the course of your lifetime, having less than an excellent credit rating could cost you over $200,000 in additional fees, high interest rates, and so forth. In addition, about 60% of employers ran a credit check on at least some applicants. So think about it. It's tough enough today to go out and get a job, and then on top of that, you're being assessed based upon maybe your credit score. So it's so important to have excellent credit. And then you have 4 in 5 credit reports have errors on them, which isn't helping the cause, right? Because this is, of course, causing lower credit scores. So when you put all that together and you think about it, over the past decade, millions of Americans have watched their credit scores rapidly decline because of all the tough economic times. Now, how does credit work? Let's start with credit bureaus, because a lot of people may think credit bureaus are government agencies, and they're not. These are privately held billion-dollar companies. These are companies that don't verify items placed on your credit reports like they should. These credit bureaus pay fines each year for failing to update credit files correctly, and they don't make money correcting credit. They make money selling credit files to big industries and companies. So ultimately, you can restore your score regardless of where you are with your credit, regardless of what your score is. You can significantly increase your credit score. You see, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, an act that gives Americans the right to dispute and or investigate any item on their credit report. That means anything inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete. These are items such as late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, short sales, medical bills, and many other items can be removed from your credit file or can be updated to reflect paid as agreed. And of course, that's going to help you significantly increase your credit score. Now, Our services provided by United Credit Education Services. You see, Financial Education Services is the marketing arm for United Credit, which is a nonprofit organization. When you start on the service, you'll actually be able to track your progress and be directly involved with it. As you'll see here in a demo on the screen, it says what the initial FICO score is for this particular person. You will see your initial FICO score when you sign up for the service. Here it says 574. You'll also get to see what kind of derogatory items are on your credit profile. And however many there are, the company will work on your behalf to dispute those items, to investigate those items, and ultimately, hopefully, have those items to be either removed or updated to reflect paid as agreed. Now, of course, many people tend to be skeptical with a service like this, but the reason why you can relax and have confidence is because of our track record. We've been doing this for now almost 10 years. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've been certified by the National Association of Credit Services Organizations. We've already removed over 600,000 derogatory items from people's credit reports, including 60,000 public records, things like bankruptcies and tax liens and judgments. And the best part is we believe so much in our service that we provide a satisfaction money-back guarantee. We get to tell people every day, what do you have to lose other than your less than perfect credit? Now let's look at some of the people that have utilized the service and what has happened for them. And we can literally show you thousands of people that have stories like this. In just 2 months, my credit score increased to the point that my car insurance premium was lowered by $2,000 per year. Most people don't even realize that your credit score can have a direct impact on your car insurance premium. When you think about saving a couple $1,000s per year, or even if you were just saving a couple of $100s per year, that's a significant amount of money. How about this one? The real estate collapse forced me into a short sale, which was sure to damage my credit, but it was deleted from my credit report within the first 30 days. How many people were affected by the market? How many people had a short sale or a foreclosure or something of that nature? So to know that an item like that could potentially be removed from your credit profile is huge. After having our bankruptcy removed, we were able to purchase a home with a low fixed interest rate, which saved us almost $1,000 per month. While buying my wife a car, I was informed I had a 620 credit score. After just 60 days, my score increased to a 799, and I got a much better interest rate. Don't you notice something in common with all these people? They're saving money. By having an excellent credit score, they're putting themselves in a position to save a considerable amount of money. And when you have more money in your pocket and you have more money coming into your household because of it, you're in a better financial situation. I had a tax lien on my credit report for years that was damaging my credit score, and it was removed from my credit report in 30 days. I had 14 derogatory accounts removed from my credit file, including 3 repossessions, and my credit score jumped up significantly, allowing me to purchase a BMW 740i and a new home for my family. See, everybody deserves a second chance. And with United Credit, we're giving people that second chance. We're giving them a chance to be able to start again and build an excellent credit rating so they can control their financial future. Now, the question is, what would it be worth to have excellent credit? Well, when you think about those stories and how much money those people save, it would be worth any amount of money. And there are services out there that charge a significant amount of money for a far inferior service. There's companies out there charging, let's say, $5,000. Well, our service is nowhere close to $5,000. It's not even $2,500. It's not even $1,000. It's about half of that. You get 1 year's worth of service for $499. And remember, you get the satisfaction money-back guarantee. In addition to that, we also provide a monthly option where you would pay a one-time $160 activation fee plus your $39 first month payment. And it's only $39 a month after that. So you pay $199 your first month and $39 a month thereafter. There's no contract, and you can keep the service until you reach your desired credit score goal. Now, we don't just stop by helping you to significantly increase your credit score. We want to take care of all of your personal and financial affairs and get them in order. And that's why we provide the will, trust, and power of attorney. I think we all would agree that 100% of the people are going to die, and yet most people still don't have these vital documents. So then, what's going to happen to your children, your property, and your other assets? What if you can't make decisions for yourself? Who is going to know how to carry out your wishes? What are you going to want? Would you want to leave that burden on someone else? I know I wouldn't want that burden. I wouldn't want to be in that situation, and I don't think you wouldn't want to leave your family in that situation either. This is a program that has been developed by attorneys. You complete it at your own pace from the comfort of your own home. It's not intimidating, in other words. And you can update it as needed because things are going to change in your life. There's no add-ons. There's no surprise fees. And it's easy to use. And you get client support. You simply make a call to the home office and they can help guide you through the process. Now, if you went out to seek a private attorney, you could literally spend up to $5,000 for a will, trust, power of attorney. Here, it's very affordable. It's only $499. In addition to that, you need to protect your identity. The FTC says 9 million Americans have their identity stolen each year. You don't want to have it happen to you. You have car insurance, you have homeowners insurance, you have medical insurance, right, health insurance. Well, why wouldn't you have insurance for your identity when it would be such a catastrophe to have your identity stolen? LifeLock's going to watch over and protect your identity. LifeLock is the premier #1 identity theft protection program out there. The web is going to be patrolled at all times for the illegal selling or trading of your personal information, and the company stands by its product. They're willing to say, look, you're going to get up to a $1 million service guarantee. If your identity is stolen on our watch, we're going to help to fix it. Now, what would this be worth? And you think about car insurance, homeowners insurance, health insurance, it's certainly going to be a lot more money than $99 per year or $9 per month. It's well worth it and certainly needed. Now, we also have some additional services that everybody needs to have in their portfolio of taking care of all their financial or personal affairs. How about Positive Credit Builder, also known as UltraScore? See, it's one thing to have credit restoration helping you to investigate and dispute all those derogatory items, but you also need to build positive credit and to be consistent with it. And you're going to get an education on how credit works, how your score is calculated. You receive a personal analysis of your credit profile with specific recommendations on how to build and maintain a positive credit rating. Also, one of the greatest products we offer is the Financial Lockbox. This is a great way to secure all of your important, pertinent information in this virtual password protected safety deposit box. This way you can organize, put everything in place. If something happens to you, it's readily available for your loved ones to be able to find all of your important documents, like life insurance, like your will, like your trust, like your power of attorney, like a combination to your slave, like where your bank accounts are. Think about how many times you have to rummage through somebody's belongings after they pass, and you can't find anything. There are so many horror stories. I mean, the statistics are unbelievable. 1 out of every 3 life insurance policies never claimed. $850 million of 401ks never claimed. And we could go on and on and on. You would never want that to happen to your family. This is a great service. And then we also have the Debt Zero program, because so many people have debt and so many people don't know how to get it paid off the most effective way. This is an online debt payoff system that helps you pay off your debts in the fastest amount of time, in half the time, more effectively and more efficiently. Once again, when you think about all these services, what would it be worth to protect your identity, your credit, your family, and your finances? I don't think you could put a price on it, but if you went out there and individually try to get these kinds of services, you could literally spend up to $10,000 or more. If you got all of these services through Financial Education Services, you would spend no more than $1,600. So think about that. All these services you would invest to protect your identity, credit, family, finances, and your future for under $1,600. But we came up with something, the most unique program there is in America today. It's called the Protection Plan, because that's what it does. It protects you and your family. And instead of having to get all these services individually, you get them all in one membership for one low fee of $87 per month. And if you are an agent with our company, we also add $25,000 in life insurance, which is amazing. Some of you may have life insurance and you get additional life insurance. And if you don't have life insurance, you need it, and you've now got $25,000 in life insurance. So when you begin a career with us, you are now starting out. Your career is worth $25,000 if something should happen to you. And of course, we don't want that to happen. We want you to be able to go to work, become amazingly successful, and earn a significant income. But that's a nice benefit, all-inclusive, of your protection plan. And then on top of that, we can show you how to get all of these services every month for free. So that's a great position to be in. And also included within your protection plan is the FES Vista Money Prepaid MasterCard, a very unique card. It says Protection Plan Member right on your card. And this comes with some benefits such as online bill pay, direct deposit, instant card-to-card transfers. It's debt and interest-free. Of course, that's important. You get to budget your money. You can, of course, have access to your money at ATM machines and even walking into a bank and getting cash withdrawals. On top of that, very, very exciting, everybody who has a protection plan membership and pays that $87 a month is also donating $2 each month to the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. This is a program that is educating young people from ages 8 to 18 on the very matters we're talking about throughout this corporate overview. So it's nice to know you'll be donating $2 each month to the YFL. So those are our products and services. I don't think anybody could argue the need, the marketplace, and how important they are. Now let's move on to talk about the career opportunities that are in place. And let's start out with thinking about being in control of your career and your future, because who's not going to want that? And you have to ask yourself the question, do you currently have control over your income, your schedule, your advancement, your benefits, and your retirement? Look at some of these prominent publications. Fortune magazine, finished at 40. Fortune again, 50 and fired. U.S. News, where did my career go? Time magazine, will you ever be able to retire? It's pretty scary times, and it's all about control. That's why we're so excited about financial education services. We are growing right now, and the reason we're growing is because we're different. We're unique. We are something called hybrid marketing, and hybrid marketing is where corporate America meets entrepreneurship, and that's what FES is about. We give you the opportunity to work in a way that you'll be rewarded for everything you do. So, let's talk about how we earn income. We have two divisions. The first is our sales and developing corporate accounts, because there's a lot of other industries out there that need credit-worthy clients, and we can help position those people to increase their credit score and then be in a position to purchase a home, a car, rent an apartment, open a bank account, things of that nature. Also, we have the business development side, where we recruit, train, and manage a nationwide sales organization. Now, we get paid 8 different ways, which is huge. Most people, of course, get paid one way. We're not going to get into all the ways that we're compensated at this particular time, but certainly we can get into more detail should you ultimately become an agent with our company. Let's start out and talk about sales commissions. Let's talk about personal sales. When you think about it, at $4.99 for a credit restoration sale, or if you sold individually our My Care plan, which is the will, trust, and power of attorney, you have the ability to earn the highest level of commission at $165 on that $4.99 sale. In order to do that, of course, you have to be an agent, and you must be on our protection plan. And as long as you make that $4.99 sale within your first 30 days, you will get what we call a fast-track bonus, will enable you to earn the highest commission that we offer for retail sales. So think about this. If you went out and just sold one credit restoration per week, you'd be earning over $650 per month. Well, what if it was 5 customers per week? It's over $3,300 a month. And what if it was over 15 customers per week? It's over $10,000 a month. So if we just go back to $650 a month, do you think there's a lot of Americans out there that can use an extra $650 a month coming into their household? Obviously. And of course, as you get to these higher amount of sales each week, now you're talking about people that are potentially working with us on a full-time basis. Now let's move on to the business development side. And we believe in a very important philosophy, and that is incorporate the efforts of other people. And J. Paul Getty, who was a prominent billionaire, I believe said it best when he said, it's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. But you see, most of us weren't taught that. What were we taught? To do everything ourselves. They even told us, if you want it done right, do it yourself. But when you look at successful people, don't they incorporate the efforts of other people? Don't other people work for other people? And therefore, that's what makes the company grow, and that's what builds higher levels of sales volume. You think about franchising as a great example. McDonald's doesn't have one store that they do all that volume out of. You think about billions and billions and billions of hamburgers sold. It wasn't done out of one store. It was done around the world through many, 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 many stores. Same philosophy. Why not go out and incorporate the efforts of other people and build a team? And so we created a program that allows you to enroll other people as agents into FVS so they can pursue their own career, and you can benefit from that progress. We call it our customer acquisition bonus, and that happens when you enroll a new agent who is on the protection plan and you help them produce $399 worth of personal sales within their first 70 days. So let me give you some examples of how that will work. When you're an agent and you go out and you introduce someone else and they have the desire to become an agent, and they go out, let's just say they make a $4.99 sale, the company's going to, of course, pay them $165. Well, as the agent that enrolled that new agent, you're going to earn $100. That's going to be your customer acquisition bonus. So that's significant, and that could add up considering that you weren't the one that actually made that sale. That new agent went out and made that first sale, and you were compensated with that customer acquisition bonus. Now, of course, your goal is to advance. And remember, you control your advancement. Well, when you accumulate a total of $1,600 in monthly agent team volume, you're now what we call a field trainer, and now you get a pay raise. So if you would now enroll an agent that went out and made a $4.99 sale, they get paid $165. You, as their field trainer, would get paid $160. Now, isn't it safe to say that your new agent may very well want to build a team of agents as well? And when that happens, that new agent is going to get paid, of course, just like you were getting paid. Well, you're also going to get paid as well. So that new agent goes out, gets an agent. That new agent makes a sale, let's say, for $4.99. Well, they're going to get excited because they're going to get paid $165. The agent that enrolled that new agent is going to make $100. You know what you're going to make? $60. Every time your new agent goes out and gets another agent who goes out and makes a sale, you're going to have the ability to earn up to 60, 60, 60, 60, 60 every time that happens. And then you have the opportunity to move up again to what we call a senior field trainer. That's $5,000 a monthly team volume. And when that includes all of your field trainers and all of your agents working together to add up to that $5,000 team volume, now you get the ability to earn up to $240 in your customer acquisition bonus. So once again, you go out, you enroll a new agent, that new agent goes out and makes their first sale, let's call it a $4.99 sale, they're going to get paid $165, you would earn $240. But if that same agent went out and started enrolling other agents that were making that first sale as well, now you're making up to $140, $140, $140, $140. Can you see why you would definitely want to help your new agents enroll other agents and help those agents to also make sales? You would be getting paid a significant amount of money. Now, where a lot of our agents are able to transition from not only a part-time career and part-time income, but a full-time career and income is as a sales director. When you and your team of senior field trainers, and agents add up to $10,000 in monthly volume, now you've got the ability to go out and get a new agent that makes a $4.99 sale. They're getting paid $165. You make $380. So think about it. If you did that 3 times a week, you're over $1,000 a week, and that's why I say people at that time have the ability, if they so choose, to now work this as a full-time career opportunity. But think about it. Now you've got agents on your team. They're going out and enrolling other agents. They're helping them make sales. Well, every time that happens, that first sale, now you're looking at earning $280, $280, $280, $280, $280. And of course, that quickly adds up. Now, we also have 5 other titles and promotions that you could achieve. We're not going to go through all of those, but just know there's a significant amount of monies that you can earn, all the way up to $550. And we're talking about unlimited levels. So when you look at this as a sales director, and we're just going to show you a quick theoretical example right here. If you went out and had a team where you had a few field trainers and a couple of agents on your team, and let's say that team went out and grew by 20 new agents in a month. Not because one person got 20 agents, but simply because one person got 2, and those 2 may have gone out and got a few additional people. Nobody's breaking records, in other words. Everyone may just get a few people, and it adds up to 20. And what if those 20 new agents didn't also break records? They only made 1 sale, not 5 sales, 1 sale within a 30-day period of time. Well, if you look at that and you add all that together, that sales director would earn about $5,000 in total bonuses for the month. And that's $60,000 a year, which puts you in the top 10% of the money earners in the country. So it's a great position to be in. And so when you think about it, if you just do it once a month, you're earning about $5,000 a month. If it was once a week, though, now you're starting to really earn a significant income, aren't you? You're talking about a strong 6-figure income. And then, of course, what if you did this twice a week? And you do the math. It adds up. Now, of course, this is just a simple theoretical example. We can't guarantee you're going to earn this kind of money. But obviously, if you do the work, you're going to earn that kind of money. It's just deciding, do you want to go out and do the work? And I always tell people all the time, anyway, you're going to work anyway. Why not do something that can reward you for the work you do? Now, on top of the income potential is also that residual income earning potential. We know it's really, really important to help individuals to earn a residual income because that's what provides stability. What is stability? A lot of times people say, I have a good job, that's stability. Well, if all of a sudden you don't have that job anymore, do you still have stability? Isn't stability when you earn money when you don't work? See, when you work, you're getting paid. But that's not stable if all of a sudden you lose the ability to work, whether it's because you have a health issue or you got laid off. What if you can make money for something you've already done? What if you were getting paid again and again and again for something you did a year ago, a month ago, a week ago? See, the reality of it is people start over every week, every month, every year, don't they? Here we give people the opportunity to build a residual income. Now let's start out with the premise that you know people that need our services. And you got to think about that. Do you know people, and do you believe there's people out there that need a will, trust, power of attorney, that need to significantly increase their credit score, that need to protect their identity, and so forth? Well, if you believe that you know, or you believe you could come in contact with at least 5 other people that want our services as customers or want to be agents, and you find those 5 people, do you know that your protection plan is free? Remember earlier we talked about you can get the services for free. We're showing you how. When you get 5 personally enrolled agents and or customers on the protection plan, your service is now free. How nice is that to be able to go out and work with a company that will set you up with all the services we offer for free and allow you to earn unlimited income? Now, what if those 5 people went out and also found 5 people to do the same thing? You just added 25 more people to your team, and if those 5 got 5, that's 125 more, and if those 5 got 5, that's 625, and if those 5 got 5, that's 3,125. If we stop right here and added all that up, that's almost 4,000 people, isn't it? 4,000 people responsible for your income. Here's my question for you. How many do you have now? Wouldn't you say most people would say 1? Well, 1 isn't stability. Having thousands of people responsible for your income, that's stability. Now, of course, the odds of you getting 5 that get 5 that get 5 that get 5 exactly like that is highly unlikely because you're going to get somebody that gets 2 and someone else gets 7 and someone else might get 20 and someone else might get none. But understand, multiplication, exponential growth, and that's one of the major keys to helping you to be successful. Now, if we went one step further, one level deeper, now you're talking about 15,000 people. You got a total of almost 20,000 people responsible for your income. You know what kind of earnings we're talking about there? We're talking about $75,000 a month. How about $75,000 a month? Of course, some people are like, I definitely need to earn $75,000 a month. And then other people are very skeptical, and some people aren't going to believe. They think this is pie in the sky. I could assure you that if you went out and did this, you would have the potential to earn that kind of money. But even if you didn't believe it, what if you just earned 10%? What if you only earned $7,500 a month? What if you only did 10% of this example? $7,500 a month, that's an excellent income. It's above average income. And remember, it's residual income, so that is stable. What if it was only 10%? What if you only got 1% of what is being shared here? That's still $750 a month coming into your household residually, right? Recurring. And that is what makes it powerful. Now, on top of that, we also reward you for accumulating those protection plans by giving you benefits, something we call the R&R Club. And the R&R Club stands for rest, relaxation, and retirement, which also you get that for developing recurring and residual revenue, also quite a few R's. This is a program that we are working on and will officially launch when our company as a whole accumulates 5,000 protection plan memberships, and we are certainly well on our way. Now, as an individual agent, in order to capitalize on these benefits, you've got to have a minimum of 500 protection plan memberships within your team. What do you get when you start accumulating those kind of protection plan memberships? You get a monthly Audi payment. You also have the ability to earn one-time cash bonuses. You get the ability to increase that Audi payment, so therefore you can drive an upgraded Audi, a significant car. You also have the opportunity to get a monthly house payment. Think about it. What are some of your biggest expenses? Your house and your automobile, and both of those can be paid for by the company as a benefit for your hard work. We also have something called a monthly retirement bonus. We want to make sure that our agents are well taken care of in retirement, and we've got a great program. And then we even have additional cash bonuses that are significant. We're talking about the ability to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in additional bonuses, even millions of dollars. Now, when you think about all of that put together, the income potential through our customer acquisition bonus, when you think about all the residuals you can earn through accumulating protection plans, and then on top of that, the benefit package we put together, there's just nothing else like it. And when you think about working anyway, whether that's 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, where can you go and get these kinds of benefits? Now, while we have the greatest service in the world, while it's extremely marketable, extremely timely and timeless, and while we're paying an extraordinary amount of money, there's nothing more important than our training and support system. Because what's the difference if you have the greatest car and you have the greatest engine, but you don't know how to drive it? See, we've got all the things you need to succeed, but more importantly, we're going to teach you how to drive it. We're going to teach you how to utilize it, and we do that through FES University. You see, in any organization, somebody's at the top that knows everything about that company and knows how to make it work. That person has 100% of the right information. But as information gets passed from one person to the next, that information gets diminished pretty quickly, doesn't it? It's kind of like a game we played as kids called Whisper Down the Lane or Telephone, where somebody whispered in someone's ear and then they whispered in someone's ear. What happened to the information by the time it went from the first person to the last person? It changed drastically. Same thing happens here, and that's why we do what we do in having a training system in place. Because scientists say we only retain about 7 to 10% of what we hear. Well, let's say it was 50%. Let's say we were all well above average. Well, now it's down to 50% from one person transferring it to the next. Then it's down to around 25. Then it's down to around 12. Then it's 6. Then it's 3. Then let's say you want to take advantage of this opportunity. You want to start a career with FES, and the person in those 3% of the correct information is going to be teaching you. They're going to be mentoring you. They're going to be guiding you. Can you see how that's going to be a problem? And then you're going to train new agents that are coming on board. Can you see how that's not going to be effective? And that's why we set up our system. That's why we have FES University. Allows everybody from top to bottom to plug in and get 100% of the right information. And so what that does is two things. Number one, it doesn't matter who invited you to look at FES. It doesn't matter who introduced you to this career opportunity, because they can't impede your success. You can even go out and do better than the person invited you, and they won't mind, because they'll actually get a pay raise, and that is exciting. And then the second reason is you might be thinking this is a great opportunity, but just uncertain that you can go out and teach others. Well, you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is plug other people into our system, and they might go out and do better than you. And you know what will happen for you? You'll get advancement, you'll get a pay raise, you'll benefit from that. So in either case, you're in position to use our system to get the best results. We provide a lot of training. Online training, conference call training, local trainings, regional product trainings, even national advanced training workshops that travel around the country, and we spend weekends giving intense information to put our agents in the best position to succeed. So that concludes our corporate overview, And basically what it comes down to now is just making that big decision. And the reason why it's a big decision is because this could really impact the rest of your life. So people tend to fall into one of three categories. Number one, somebody says, it's not for me at this time. I'm already making excellent income. I've already got a high credit score. I have a will, trust, and power of attorney. I'm also protecting my identity and family. And definitely congratulations if that's the case, because you're doing well and you have everything in place. But you also might be saying, but I definitely know some people where this would be a great career opportunity, or it could enhance what they're currently doing. So I definitely can see the value of offering this to other people. I can see the value of the fact that people can benefit from these services, so I have no problem referring some people. And that's great. Or you may fall into category number two, where you just may have some questions, but more importantly, you recognize that you yourself have a need for the services. You want to learn more about how you can benefit from the individual services or becoming a protection plan member. Or number three, you're thinking to yourself, this makes perfect sense. I see it. I'm ready. I want a promising and lucrative career opportunity. So the question is, what specifically do I need to do to launch my FES career, and how do I become an agent? And so at this point, your next step is very simple. All you got to do is contact the agent who recommended you sit through this corporate overview and just let them know whether you fall into category number 1, 2, or 3. And if you're a number 1, I think you certainly want to see the agent who introduced you to FES do well, so just provide them some referrals. If you're a number 2, let your FES agent know specifically the service you're most interested in, get the additional information you're looking for, and then get started as soon as possible so you can get the benefits as quickly as possible. And then, of course, if you're a number 3, your FES agent's going to sit down with you. They're going to walk you through your 4-step orientation to launching your FES career, or they're going to simply have you watch the 4-step to getting started orientation video. In either case, just let them know which category you fall into. You know, life is full of big decisions, isn't it? Think about it. How many times has one small decision impacted our lives? Think about the person who invested like in Apple stock back in 1980. You're talking about at $22 a share. For some people, just that one decision made them a millionaire. Of course, there were other people who were very skeptical and said, no, I'm not going to do that. So when you look at it, there's really a big difference between trying and not trying. Or getting on the field, for instance, to play a game or play a sport and sitting in the stands and watching. And that's kind of what most people tend to do. And when you look at it over the course of someone's lifetime, aren't most people going to regret more of what they didn't do versus what they did do? And that's where FES is different. Because we truly believe that every decision can affect the rest of your life. And we really hope that we provided you the information to make the best decision possible. We certainly wish you the best of success in your career with FES and any and all your future endeavors.